Have you ever noticed how easy it is to feel connected to Hecate during a ritual, and how difficult it can be to maintain that connection afterwards? Perhaps you've experienced her presence. Perhaps you've received signs. Perhaps you've stood at the crossroads and felt her guidance in your life. But then ordinary life returns. Work, responsibilities, stress, family, the demands of everyday living. And suddenly that powerful connection begins to feel distant. And so you tell yourself you'll reconnect soon. You'll do another ritual. You'll spend more time in meditation. You'll restart your devotional practice next week. But somehow next week never arrives. If you've ever experienced that, you're not alone. Today, I want to talk about something that transformed my own relationship with Hecate. Not elaborate rituals, not complex ceremonies, but the power of daily devotion. Because if you've called to Hecate, the real question isn't about meeting her once, it's about establishing a relationship. My name is Sandra, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help witches who are just starting a practice or those who'd want to deepen a practice, integrate magic and ritual and connection into their everyday life with ease. And I do that through my online courses, my one-to-one coaching, and of course, this YouTube channel. Now, over the past 7 or 8 years, Hecate has become one of the most important guides and deities, spiritual ally in my life. She's guided me through shadow work. She's challenged me to face fears I would rather avoid. She's illuminated patterns and beliefs that were holding me back. And one thing I've learned is this: relationships with deities grow the same way that relationships with humans grow, through ongoing connection. So imagine having a friend you only spoke to once every 6 months. That relationship would struggle to deepen. Yet this is often how people approach deity work. They perform a powerful ritual, they do a spell, and then disappear for weeks. And then return when they need help, and disappear again. Hecate deserves more than that if you want to work with her. And so do you. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions about devotion is that it requires this enormous amount of time. Many people imagine daily devotion means lengthy rituals, complicated offerings, perfectly timed moon ceremonies, hours of meditation. But devotion isn't measured by complexity. It's measured by response. A single candle lit with intention, a heartfelt prayer, journal entry, a few moments spent reflecting on any lessons that you've learned with Hecate, or just a quiet acknowledgement of her presence. These small acts create this continuity, and the continuity is what creates the relationship. So every small devotional act is another thread woven into the bond between you and Hecate. Daily devotion doesn't have to be elaborate, and it's as much about devotion to your path, your liberation from the shackles that have been stopping you from truly stepping into who you are, as it is about Hecate. Hecate doesn't need your devotion. You do. You need your devotion to your life and to your path and to your higher self. So it can be as simple as lighting a candle. And as you look at the candle flame, just ask Hecate to be present. Just ask her, "Oh, Hecate, I ask for your presence and your blessings. Show me the way." And just allow yourself to go into a 2-minute meditation, a 2-minute contemplation. And if you have time, you could pull a tarot card and asking Hecate to help you understand what that tarot card means for you that day. For example, I pulled the 4 of Swords this morning, and I asked Hecate, how do I make the best of my day? And I got the 4 of Swords, which means slowing things down a bit, taking a little bit more time out, not rushing through things, maybe contemplating things more, spending more time in meditation and contemplation. And those little daily hints from the tarot can be really, really helpful to you. And if you want Hecate's help in understanding what a tarot card might mean, you can go into meditation with the tarot card. You can also spend a little bit of time journaling about what's coming up for you in your emotions, your fears, your challenges, how you've grown, what it is you want, reflecting on where you are in the crossroads of your life, acknowledging moments where you need courage, you need more wisdom, offering gratitude for Hecate's guidance. These practices are simple, but simple doesn't mean insignificant. Often the simplest practices are the most powerful. And a way that you can give thanks to Hecate is simply by grabbing some essential oil or some perfume of choice and putting it on the base of the palm of your hand and offering the scent to Hecate. You could offer tea to Hecate or coffee. Pour a little bit out into the garden when you're out there in the early morning as an offering to Hecate. These things don't have to be complex. You don't need eggs and honey and pomegranates every day. You can simply use a little bit of tea or coffee or some incense or even some essential oils. Because these little practices actually help you become more consistent. And it's the consistency that's important. You don't have to have these deep dialogues with Hecate every day. You don't need to expect that you're going to get these great downloads from Hecate every day. When I work with her, I will create my sacred space. So I'm cleansing my space. Then I ask for Hecate's presence. So I'll say a prayer to Hecate. And sometimes I will just meditate and sense whether I can hear any guidance coming from her. If not, I'll pull a card and ask her to help me interpret the card. Some days I will get some guidance on what I'm working on that day in regards to any shadow work or any beliefs that are limiting me that day, and I will do some tapping with Hecate. She'll help me see what it is that I can't see through the meditation, and then once I have that information, I then start tapping. Usually it's some kind of limiting beliefs that is keeping me stuck, and it's about simply changing that belief and being able to do the thing I wanted to do or be that version of me I want to be and feel safe at the same time. These are the kinds of simple things I do with Hecate. They're not elaborate rituals. I'm not getting down on my hands and knees and doing prostrations to Hecate or anything like that. It's not about worshipping Hecate. It's about working with Hecate. And the devotional practice is a practice to you and your path as much as it is a gratitude and a thanks and a relationship building exercise with Hecate. Because many people worry that they're not doing enough in their practice with Hecate. They're not devoted enough. They're not knowledgeable enough, not worthy enough. Sometimes these old spiritual wounds begin to surface. Perhaps you've been taught that you must earn divine attention, that you have to prove yourself, that you have to perform everything spiritually correctly. But that's not what I've experienced with Hecate. In my experience, Hecate doesn't ask for perfection. She asks for honesty with yourself. She asks for your willingness to show up. You don't need to earn her attention through elaborate rituals. You need only to be willing to walk your path. And if you drift away from your practice, that doesn't mean you failed. And it doesn't mean she's going to get angry. It doesn't mean she's going to punish you. It simply means that it's time to begin again. And this understanding is one of the reasons why I created the daily threshold. So over the years, I've watched people struggle with the consistency, not because they lack the devotion, but because they lacked a simple way to just maintain that connection. Daily threshold helps create a daily doorway back into your spiritual practice. Instead of wondering, what should I do today? The app provides the guidance, the prompts, the reflections, and the opportunities to reconnect. And for those working with Hecate, it can be a devotional companion. You can use this app alongside a journey with Hecate, where you work with her on identity shifting. You can use this app to work with any deity of choice. It's a place to pause, reflect, to journal, to listen, and maintain that ongoing relationship even on the busy days. Because devotion isn't built through occasional intensity. It's built through that consistent connection. The goal isn't to add another task to your day. The goal is to maintain an active relationship with your path. And you have one more day to get that Daily Threshold app at 20% off, as the offer closes on the 3rd of July. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can get 20% off the Daily Threshold app. And if you're ready to start your journey with Hecate or deepen your practice with Hecate, I do have a course called A Journey with Hecate, and it's a structured path to help you step into the most powerful version of you. I share more about working with Hecate, recognizing her guidance, to help you step into your true self, that version of you that you know deep down inside you are, but you've been unable to fully embody and fully feel due to your past programming and limiting beliefs. And in A Journey with Hecate, you meet Hecate every day through rituals and meditations that help you release the shackles that are holding you back from fully living your life with the joy, the creativity, and the empowerment that you want to have. The link to A Journey with Hecate is in the description field below this video. Now, before we finish, I want to leave you with this thought. You don't need elaborate rituals to connect with Hecate and have a devotional practice to her. Your path and your devotion is truly determined by your willingness to return day after day, again and again. One candle, one prayer, a journal entry. Those simple moments of connection. Because devotion isn't built in a single ritual that you do once a month. It's built in that daily choice to cross the threshold and meet her there. And that choice is always available to you. So let me know in the comments how you want to connect with Hecate on a daily basis. And if you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Blessed be.